भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। Saluting to Vedvyasa Bhagavan, to Vidura Maharaj, to all the Guru Parampara. We are studying the Vidura Neethi of Prajagara Parva of Udyoga Parva. All beautiful understandings, values are given for the intellect, those who want to receive, then remodify their lives for a higher happiness, higher safety, higher security, higher evolution, higher achievements, protecting oneself from downfall. Life is not at the body level only. It's a very, very meager and grossest. The real life is at the subtle level. And in the subtle level, the life depends on the jnanam. Jnanam of dharma, dharma, jnanam of papa, punya, jnana of the labha, nashtha. We have to be very clear about it. So here Vidura is telling, not only your mental dukkha now, but subsequently also for your naraka, and never ever becoming qualified for spiritual evolution. Your this life is the cause. In that all these maladjustments are there. They have to be replaced by the right understanding, right attitudes, right, the habits, etc., right practices. Then only will be coming out of the problems. See, our life, though we suffer at the body level, run behind sense objects outside, not only these two, the third one of our own mind, with so much of confusions, chaos, and conflicts, it's a hellhound. आदत हो गया इसलिए हमको फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. But all that gadbad has to be sorted out, can be sorted out. The cobwebs in the mana of emotions, unwanted, the imaginations, the projections, the worries, the tension, the anxieties, the never fulfillable desires, ये सब मिलकर हम मन के लेवल में इतना कचरे के कुंडी में रहते हैं. Why? We need not. See, all these negative things of desires, passions, angers, why is it? They are all nothing but all the dirt and filth. बट सुअर की तरह हमको उसमें आदत हो गया इसलिए मजा आ रहा है. It's a real example. We may not like it, but that's how. On the other hand, in the flowery garden of all divine values, virtues, understandings, like a peacock dancing, why can't we stay in the garden of our mind, well made with all the flowers and all that? कोशिश ही नहीं करते, जानते भी नहीं, जरूरत है, इसे महसूस ही नहीं करते. जो है रहने दो. With all the misunderstandings, with all the delusions, with all confusions, with all attachments, with all attractions, with all the expectations, when they are unfulfilled, with all the angers, क्या कबाड़ बना के रखा अपने मन को? ऐसे कुछ है ना. ऑफिस को तुमने कबाड़ बना के रखा है ना. जैसे an officer goes and the other fellow is given. When you give the house to children and go out for 10 days and come back, कबाड़ बना के रखते हैं. Swami white and every day they make it. And मैं सुबह सुबह कबाड़ी वाले की तरह I only set it. Therefore no time for your class. हमने बना के रखा अपने मन को. बनाते ही जा रहे. Like the outer house of ours, so to our inner bosom, inner life, inner personality, we have to set it to be so beautiful. Like in the house, don't you put everything in its own place? Don't you use everything duly? Don't we value everything? So too inside us, the emotion, the understandings, the thoughts, the wisdoms, the attitudes, the feelings. अरे इन सबका खैर रखना है. कौन से अच्छे कौन से बुरे हैं हमको हमेशा याद रखना. But somehow got caught up in the Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandha to be lived at Indriya and maximum Deha level. We have made a hell of our inner life. The great saints like Vidura and all, they guide us in this regard. नहीं तो हमको पता ही नहीं चलता कि बाहर सब कुछ ठीक है लेकिन फिर भी दुखी हूं मैं अंदर. Like most of us are well off as regard money is concerned. But still, why miserable? That means money is not only the thing required. There's the misery inside for so many reasons: the attachments, the aversions, the disliking, the conflicts, the misunderstandings, the misbehaviors, the inability to accept the world, inability to properly respond. अरे इतने भरकर how can you be happy? लाइक बहुत बड़ा सर्दी में 0 डिग्री टेम्परेचर, यू आर वेयरिंग अ स्वेटर, फुल स्वेटर, बट जहां देखो उसमें होल है। स्वेटर पहन रहे हैं लेकिन हर जगह सुराग है। विल यू हैव द जॉय ऑफ दैट हैविंग स्वेटर एंड कोजीनेस? वो तो ठंड ज्यादा ही लगेगा उनको। वंस आई बॉट ए स्वेटर इन दिस वे, हाँ ना कहीं था, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर देयर, दिल्ली में जनपद में कहीं था वो, लॉट डिकेड्स बैक समवेयर यार। बट दैट वाज सच ए होली स्वेटर, हर जगह से हवा अंदर जा रहा था एंड आई वाज नॉट फीलिंग एनी जॉय ऑफ इट। खरीदा पहन के पैसे लेकर, बट हवा जा रहे हैं उसका मतलब ही नहीं है। इन द सेम वे वी मेड आवर हार्ट सो मच अनहोली, और अंतःकरण बहुत सारे, मन को सत्यानाश करके रखा, बुद्धि को तो कभी यूज ही नहीं किया, चित्त में खारा खचरा भर के रखा, और अहंकार को एक जहरीले सांप की तरह बना के रखे। अब इतना करके अब खुश होकर दिखाओ, हाउ विल इट हैपन? व्हेन डिड वी माइंड आवर माइंड? When did we mind our intellect? When did we see what memories are coming? Are they worthy? How many times did we think about our ego? Ego is sufferer and ego is the cause of his own suffering. ये बात ही अभी तक हम समझे नहीं कि मैं ही मेरे दुख का मूल कारण वाला मूर्ख हूं। I am the cause of my misery. I have not understood it. For me, everybody is a cause. And to this knowledge of redemption, we are far away. And to that so called knowledge which is binding us, we are so near to. देखो भाई क्या हो रहा है तमाशा। बट इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ कलियुगा व्हेन एवरीबॉडी इज बिजी इन द आउटर नॉलेज, वी फील दैट इज द ट्रेंड। भैया देखो, करोड़ लोग भी मिलकर झूठ को सच बोले तो सच होता है क्या? मिलियन 10 करोड़ लोग मिलकर सच को झूठ बोले तो सच झूठ होता है क्या? This truth and false and success and failure or ananda or dukkha, it doesn't depend on the opinion of majority. They are what they are eternally. Just because everybody is extroverted doesn't mean the happiness is there in the extroverted life. Outside, no doubt, there are comforts. There may be luxuries, there may be amenities, not the sukha dukkha, not the bandha moksha. They are inside, eternally. That's why the people at the age of the Stone Age were also sukhi dukhi without anything around. Today's world, people with so many things around also, same sukhi dukhi. कोई फर्क पड़ा क्या उसमें? Thing is same. So what have you done then through all this so-called evolution from the Stone Age to this computer age? As regards the sukha dukha is concerned, it's the same. Rather, they were less miserable at that time because the causes of misery were less. Today, we have everything as a cause for dukkha only, and we are creating more and more. And we are not stopping, we are not understanding, we are not becoming introverted. And in the samashti, तो होगा ही नहीं. So individually at Vesti level, our own level, we have to understand and change the course of our life from external to internal. In the internal journey, the discovery of the truth is the higher stage. उसको थोड़ा दूर पे रखो. At least अपने अंतःकरण को सुधार लेना. There comes the use of the text like Manusmriti, text like all the Smriti Granthas, text like our these Purana, Itihasa, and also these Vidura Neethi. These are all the medicines to set right our inner diseases so that we are happy inside us, within us, at the psychological level. Thereafter, the discovery of the truth for the permanent ananda. वो तो दूर की बात. Okay. Now, yesterday in the chapter 5, which we have begun, Vidura was telling to Dhritarashtra and Azar, these are the 17 Murkha who will only fail in their attempt and become miserable only. There are three examples given are that they are piercing the sky through the sword. They are trying to catch the sun and moon rays with the hand. And the third example is what? They are like the ones trying to bend the Indra Dhanuhu, the bow of the Indra. क्या मजेदार एग्जाम. And who are the 17? These are the people who will chant the sloka, and few of them will see not in detail. Again, it will take hours together. तो सिर्फ थोड़ा सा ऊपर ऊपर बताएंगे, बाकी आप होमवर्क कर लो. Hope you all have the Vidura Neethi book by now. Om yascha shishyam shasti vayyascha tushyeta yaschati velam bhajate dvishantam striyaschayo rakshati bhadramasnute yaschayacham yachate kathate va yascha vijatah prakarotyakaryam yascha bali balina nityavairi ashraddhanaya cha yo brahmiti यश्चाकाम्यं कामयते नरेन्द्र वध्वावहासं श्वशुरो मन्यते यां वध्वावसन्नभयो मानकामः परक्षेत्रे निर्वपति यश्च बीजं श्रियं च यः परिवदतेति मेलं यश्चापि लब्ध्वा न स्मरामीति वादी दत्त्वा च यः कथति याच्यमानः यश्चासतः सत्त्वमुपानयीत एतान्नयन्ति निरयं पाशयन् हस्ताः. These are the ones taken by the Yamadutas to the Naraka. And that is pictorially or historically or scripturally there. Taken to the Naraka in the very toughest part of the stones and thorns, etc. But Vatakyo, even while living in this body only, we can see the inner Naraka Dukkha with these negative traits. First one is Yahacha Ashishyam Shasti Vai. Means the one who is disobedient, the one who is trying to order him. जो अशिष्य, शिष्य मतलब जो सुनता है अपने ऑर्डर को, उसको वो नहीं सुनना चाहता है उसको ऑर्डर करना. He will never oblige you, he will never do your order, he will always make you miserable that way. It's a naraka only. No, it's a eternal naraka. Why? We eternally we are thinking that we are a shasaka, then some are the shasita, and we will do the shasanam, and they should follow it. There is an entire cause of dukkha in the domestic family, all the aspects. बच्चे नहीं सुनना चाहते बट पेरेंट्स बोल ही जाते हैं उनको. एंड दैट नरक नेवर एंड्स फॉर बोथ ऑफ देम. दे आर इन दुखावस्था. चाइल्ड सेज पापा आई कांट लिसन टू यू, बट पापा को अकल आता ही नहीं. ही विल ट्राई ऑल द टेक्निक्स एंड मीन्स टू मेक हिम लिसन. व्हेन ही डिसाइड्स अंडरस्टैंड दैट ही विल नॉट लिसन, he will suffer inside the mind, but he is not able to give it up that effort. जिस दिन हम दुनिया को सुधारना छोड़ते ना, उसी दिन हमारे खुद के उद्धार का मौका मिलता है. It's a very good thought, na? Stop helping the world or stop evolving the world, then we can evolve ourselves. This is only literal meaning I told. You understand the details of it. I'm telling you 1,000 times, Vidura Neethi talks about one thought, but it has got so many details around it associated, which we have to understand if we have that subtlety to expand our understanding on the basis of it. So, यह अशिष्यम शास्ति भाई. So, those जो शासन कर रहे नहीं सुनने वाले, like in the office, the fellows are not listening what is going on. You remove them, that's it. Get the fellow who listens. In the same way गवर्नमेंट में, in the same way अपने घर में सर्वेंट नहीं सुना, निकाल दो गधे को, नया लगा बस. Otherwise I tell but they don't do, I tell they don't do. Oh, I tell, just throw them away, that's it. And the sublime thoughts in that what? We only have to learn the art of telling them. एंड ओनली दैट मच आवर एफर्ट. वो सुनेगा ना सुनेगा करे, वो प्रभु इच्छा है, फंसना नहीं कहीं भी किसी में. हियर आल्सो द डॉक्टर पेशेंट आल्सो. The doctor can suggest. Nowadays, doctors have so become they matured that they only give the idea, they don't do the shasanam. That is where they are safe whether the patients follow or not. Earlier ऐसा नहीं था, तुमको जरूर करना ही है मेरी दवाई का पूरा इस्तेमाल. प्रॉपर रूल्स फॉलो करके, एंड दे यूज्ड टू लिसन आल्सो। केवल वो जुगलबंदी उस समय चलता था, अभी सुनते नहीं इसलिए बोलते नहीं। मेनी डॉक्टर्स डोंट इवन एडवाइज अबाउट द फूड हैबिट्स during medication, whereas the whole disease is because of bhojanam, and maximum health is recouped only by the bhojanam. But no doctor talks about it because they themselves don't know. उनको क्या चाहिए? Let patients come, all the English medicines are there, inject in them, whatever side effects happen doesn't matter, we are getting our money. Without telling of what to eat, what not to eat, what to do, what not to do, the medical treatment is not complete at all. And no doctor tells nowadays. हाँ कुछ भी खाओ कहते हो, कुछ भी खाओ मतलब कुछ भी खाओ, कुछ भी हो जाए आ जाओ दवा दे देंगे, because every medicine is available. So many medicine available is a sign of the murkhata of inviting so many diseases by not controlling our lifestyle. But who is ready to understand this subtle thing? Everybody is bent upon creating more medical companies, more medicines, only to say that there should be more diseases. Nobody is understanding the cause of disease, bhojanam. Yeah, bhojanam is aushadam, bhojanam is jahar also. It's an amrutam, it is visham both. So doctor की बात मैं कह रहा हूँ, nowadays they become wise. They are not saying wise in that sense, but not the wise as a professional sense is concerned. Because food only makes the body. No, all the abnormalities in the body because of wrong food, wrong timings, wrong मिलावट इत्यादि. And somewhere they are aware and they try to say, and ये आयुर्वेद एनिशेंट करके उसको हम निकाल के फेंक देते हैं. बेवकूफ नंबर वन. Neither the government supports nor we do it, which has Shastri authority, Vedic authority, and Ayurveda medicine works only on food. ये खा रहे हो दवा तो उसके लिए ये खाना खाना ही नहीं चाहिए बस. कुछ चीज़ें निषिद्ध, आलू खाना ही नहीं बस वो कहता है, कैरेट नहीं खाना है बस, कैबेज नहीं खा. That is how the medicine works in your own interest. Yascha ashishyam shasti bhai, for that I have given example. Enough. Second one, yahacha tushyet. Tushyet means what? The one who is very miser or who is very lazy lethargy, and he justifies that laziness, letharginess by the word called as contentment. Whenever he sees somebody more richer than him, immediately that contentment goes away. He feels jealous inside, but again he will not work, that lazy fellow. He justifies, bas मैं इससे खुश हूँ. The contentment in the spiritual parlance is different. Now this topic is not spiritual topic. जब व्यवहार की बात. तुष्यत is the meaning कि laziness is justifying by contentment. What I am telling you will never be understood unless you are very subtle here. Here the tushayat with regard not only the money, everything. Now let us use even our social services. हाँ दुनिया सपोर्ट नहीं कर रही है, कोई रिकॉग्नाइजेशन ही नहीं है, ऐसे में थोड़ा कर लिया छोड़ दिया. दैट इज कॉल्ड तुष्यत, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द एक्सक्यूज गिवन टू आवर लेजीनेस. सो टू द साधना, हाँ सर्दियाँ हैं करो या करो, धीरे धीरे करेंगे. स्वामी ने खुद कहा हल्का हल्का धीरे धीरे करो, डोंट ट्रबल योर सेल्फ. Therefore, you take the example or what Swami said and justify your own laziness. That is called tushya. Justifying our laziness with the word of contentment is a bitter enemy. We never have the right to be lazy or tamogani. You work hard and whatever comes, if you don't need, share it others with others. बांटते जाओ सबको, लेकिन लेजी नहीं होना. ये थोड़ा सूक्ष्म बात है. इट्स नॉट इजीली कैचेबल. देन कम यह च अतिवेलम भजते द्विषंतम means what? The one who for any immediate positive, immediate profit motive is serving the bitter enemy who is threat at any time. तो यह च अतिवेलम भजते द्विषंत, हमारे द्वेष करने वाले का भजन करना फॉर सम मिनिमम प्रॉफिट्स. वो तो हमको जो चाहे देगा ही, बट उसके बाद ही विल टेक ऑल द what is a credit, or he may take an opportunity and destroy, because he basically has dvesha towards us. Now in this you can include the objects also, like the sugar. It does the dvesha of the body by giving the diabetes, sweet items. But we make it as a friend and do his bhajana. कोई वांदा नहीं, खा लेंगे. खाने के टाइम टेस्ट देगा वो दोस्तों की तरह, पर अंदर जाकर दैट इज द मीनिंग. Vidura's explanations are little sublime. You have to pierce through the shloka and example to understand what is conveying. Here, from Vedanta standpoint, we can talk about अन्नमय प्राणमय मनोमय. ये तो हमें द्वेष करने वाले उपाधियां हैं. How? They are binding us as the jiva. They are not allowing us to know the self. But are we not doing bhajate? Ativela means all the time. Ativela is a wrong time actually. Ativela means all the time. Vela matitya ativela. Vela also means the shores of the ocean. So throughout life, we are taking this enemy as a friend and doing only pampering of this fellow, not knowing he's an enemy. So too, he is giving a thought. दोस्त दुश्मन को दोस्त मानकर टेम्पररली उनसे फायदा उठाने के चक्कर में परमानेंटली उनमें फंस जाना. That's what in Venkateshwara Suprabhatam. Ativelataya tava durvishahairanuvela krutai raparadashatai varitam tvaritam vrushashailapate paraya krupaya paripahi hare. Ativelataya. Every time, all the time. Same Gita, Arjuna says. Yachavaha sartha masatkritosi vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu eko tava pyachuta tatsamaksham tatskamayatva mahamapremeyam. अजानता महिमानम तवेदम मया प्रमादात प्रणयेन वापि. हियर आल्सो अतिवेल से द्वेष करने वाले को भजन करना. ओनली परमात्मा है हमारा वेलविशर, उन्हीं का हमें भजन. अदर देन हिम ऑल आर आवर डिस्ट्रॉयर्स. उनका भजन हमें नहीं करना. बट जो नहीं जानता, व्हाट कैन एनीबॉडी डू? नोबडी कैन बी हेल्पिंग अस फ्रॉम the consequences of our ignorance. We have to replace ignorance by wisdom. That's the only way. Next one, Striyastayo rakshati bhadram ashnute. The ones, two things they are. Who are depending on the strees or who are given the power to the strees and thinking that they will be safe. Here, stree always means the emotions, the imaginations of the mind, called as stree all the time. उसको हमेशा उस तरह से जानो तो कुछ मिलेगा हमको समझने का. If you take literally stree means women, instead of understanding some lesson from that, we only get biased and say कि विदुर जी खिलाफ है स्त्रियों का. Then you take another nara, like anything yogi does, the fellow in Hyderabad will do something against it. उन्होंने कहा सावन में मांस नहीं काटना, ये कहते उसके खिलाफ. वहाँ मोदी जी वो अब इंडियन एम्बलम को वहाँ खड़ा करते हैं पार्लियामेंट में. ही हैज समथिंग टू से. चुप नहीं रह सकते, कुछ कुछ कमेंट करते रहना पड़ता है. In the same way, if you don't understand the way of understanding, then there's always chance to misunderstand. And the prasanga which always has chance for misunderstanding is this prasanga of Stri Purusha Vyatyasa. And in all the contexts, whenever the word Stri is used, it's called emotions. Purusha is the intellection. So here, Striyachayo Rakshati Bhadram Ashnute. The one who has given power to the Stri and the one who has become Gulam to the Stri and want to be the Bhadram, to be safe. पूरा स्टोरी एनीवे हमको समझ में आ ही गया. Is it not? And the entire world is caught up in the stree called as Prakriti, the Maya. Nobody is worshipping Purusha, the Paramatma. Therefore, the stree is making them dance. Like Pururava says, Kridamuga Chakravarti Naradeva Shikhamani Krutaha Naradeva Shikhamani Chakravarti by her Kridamurga Kritaha. Forget not throughout the life. Every day, if you don't remember that, we will succumb to become slave to any emotion inner, any femininity outer, prakriti outer. उसके बाद फिर जिंदगी जिंदगी नहीं रहेगी. बस चाहे कितना भी पढ़ लो, आप शास्त्र पढ़ लो, कुछ भी करो, फंसे हुए दलदल में. Very powerful. So those who are this way are giving value to emotions and wanting to be happy at the emotional level all the time. Emotions are so flickering ना. 2 मिनट में अच्छा होता है, 2 मिनट में फिर बिगड़ता है. That is why if you don't learn the art of maintaining balance at emotional level, we only get ना उन्मज्जति निमज्जति at emotional level. बस कभी खुशी कभी गम, बस शांत होता ही नहीं. तो खुशियाँ कम, गम ज़्यादा, ज़्यादा गम गम ले क्यों गम भी क्यों? हिंदी वाला गम चिपक के रहते हैं इसलिए है ना, इंग्लिश वाला गम चिपकते हैं, इसे हिंदी वाला गम मिलता है. सेम थिंग, अननेसेसरी. अब हिंदी वाला सफ़र उस तरफ जर रहे हो, तो इंग्लिश सफरिंग विल कम टू यू. वी डोंट अंडरस्टैंड इट, वी डोंट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड. हमको ना दलदल में या कीचड़ में ही हमको खुशबू चाहिए. हमको दिखा रहे वहाँ रोज़ का गार्डन, वहाँ वहाँ नहीं जाना, हमको इधर ही दे दो. यार वो खुशबू इधर लाए भी ना, एक कीचड़ के स्मेल से उसका स्मेल पता ही नहीं चलेगा. बट वी डोंट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. सी द ट्रेजेडी. That is why all the Guru Shastras are just waiting like the pujaris in the temple. No bhakta coming there to get the help of them. Like me, we are around. We are shouting every day, waiting for people to come and listen Shastra, and they don't want to come. In the same way, लाए तो भी आपकी जगह ये सारे खुशबुओं को, वो बदबू ही लगेगा. You have to leave it and go. Okay, then yascha ayachyam yachate, the one who begs the fellow to whom from whom should not be begged. Then kathateva, the one who is always talking great about himself. These are the people who are going to go to Naraka. No, this is only 2-3 word sentences, but lot of details like kathate. The one who is self-praise, self-arrogance, the one who want to boast up himself, the one who want to prove himself, the one who want to be more famous, should be wanting to limelight, want his picture to come in the paper every day. ये सबको कथ्थत है कहते हैं. उनको हर दिन ये मेहनत करना ही पड़ता है, कहीं ना कोई मिस हो जाता है, then he becomes miserable. Like this shloka has a beautiful meaning. Tomorrow we'll see. So 4-5 बता दिया, बाकी कल देखेंगे. ओम शांति शांति शांति.